Hello my lovelies, happy new whatever you want to call it. We had the new moon yesterday in Capricorn, which is bringing up a lot of stuff from our base chakra, actually just kind of looking at possible traumas coming to the surface. I had a massive clear out the night before the new moon. I used to have a lot of beliefs around the new year. I don't really believe in the new year anymore, but I used to have a lot of beliefs that, who you spent the new year with was who you were going to spend, the rest of the year with. And when we come to the understanding that what we believe creates our reality, and that it isn't actually a new year. Well, it kind of is because we've had the new moon, so we're in a new cycle. So as we become more aware of, how manipulated the time is an illusion, kind of. We understand that collectively there's a lot of people out celebrating tonight. I'll leave it there. So I thought I'd do a collective message from the fairies of the highest protection, of the highest level, opportunities, what kind of, things are coming up. Let's see what comes through. Start as you mean to go on, and this is me at my table. Richard's posted a very lovely King of Wands, fire energy, a doer. He's got his wand in his hand. He's about to start, magnificent. Here he is. Magnificent manifester of creating. It's a divine masculine who's mastered his magician skills. He's gone in, he's done the shadow work, and he is a magnificent creator. He's very fiery. He gets bored very easily, but he's a doer. He's fire, passion, energy. And we have the Four of Swords. So they're kind of, it's a little bit, one half, it's a little, this energy is like, get out there, do it, I'm on fire, I'm going to start creating, business man, divine masculine energy. And then this is healing. So the Four of Swords is about taking time out, spending time healing from past hurts. So there's a little bit of the two going on. There could be some, this part of us, this King of Wands, divine masculine within us, needs a little bit of healing. Maybe it's not the time to go out there and he looks like he wants to put the world to rights, is what I'm getting. But there's some healing that needs. The Four of Swords is about rest, recuperation, getting some time out. So we're gonna see what else comes up with that. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of the heart space, she's mastered all the cups, the divine feminine in us who listens to her dreams. She does things from a heart-centered space. She manifests. She's creative. So the King of Wands, and the Queen of Cups would make beautiful counterparts. He would be out there doing the groundwork, doing the earthwork, setting all the foundations, and she'd be in her divine feminine, you know, manifesting it all in, going with her gut instincts and just bringing what she's imagining into the 3D, and then the king. So this is could be counterparts, or it could be within us, our divine masculine king of wands working together with the divine feminine king queen of cups. But there is this healing period, time for rest. So we'll get some more on that. That was at the bottom of the deck. Let's ask the fairy oracles. What can we have? What have you got with the Queen of Wands? Like I say, he's gone in, he's done his shadow work, same as the Queen of Wands. She's not afraid of going in and looking at the shadow and then coming out with this almighty energy of fire and you know, magic. I've faced the shadow. I'm coming out with this. I've got this huge wand. Very sexual energy as well. Very charismatic. That flew. Go outside. I don't know about at the minute though. That weather's fucking awful. It's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature, whether you are, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So it's not necessarily, I mean, yes, you can go outside, but I think it's more to do with feeling at peace with yourself in your environment, wherever that is, wherever you might be at this precise moment. And again, you know, it's time for this. It's time. That is the space that this takes place. The healing takes place. It being at one and at home in your natural environment. I mean, I love my house. I'm not particularly, you know, happy about the fucking ringing and all that business, but. You know, my space. I love my space. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else tonight, to be honest. Bottom of the deck. So again, we've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and we've got fairy spotting. Now, these are kind of two of the same. She's all in her purple, so her third eye is wide open. She you know, she manifests things through her intuition, but using her heart space and her third eye at the same time. Now, fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So like I said, I used to have a lot of beliefs around New Year. What we believe we create. So this is very much Queen of Cups. She believes it first. She believes it in her heart space. Then she manifests it into reality. So our beliefs create what it is that we've got. Rather than I need to see it to believe it. This is asking you to go into your heart space and to believe it and then bring it into reality. So fairy spotting. Go outside, fairy spotting. Everyone's got this cough and we need to, well, we don't need to, I'm suggesting, rather than seeing as, oh, I've got the lurgy, we are detoxing, we're clearing out. It's a natural process, nothing to be afraid of if you're looking after yourself. What can we, so card with the healing, King of Wands, Four of Swords, which is rest time, and working on heart space. Queen of Cups. She's mastered all the cups. She's gone through all the suits of the cups, the heart space, the 5 of cups, the 4 of cups, you know. She's reached queen. To reach queen energy is to have activated that chakra, but in your heart space. So what have we got with... I may do a message from the Ravens after. Just feeling it out. King of Wands, 4 of Swords, Fairy spotting, which is I believe it, therefore I see it, rather than the other way round. It's all third eye, heart chakra activation. But this King of Wands is the divine masculine doing his mastered his, you know, he's on fire. He wants to get out there and start creating. Boss-like energy, warrior energy. So yeah, what have we got with that? Bottom of the deck, we've got release. So again, this is a time for releasing. Like I said, with that moon in Capricorn, there's a lot of stuff coming up to the surface. Old memories, old traumas, childhood memories. Things are coming up so that we can clear our root chakra with that earth energy. And that's what, you know, he is very earth-like, well, fire-like. But, you know, he's got his wand in the ground. So release at the bottom of the deck. And that can be, as you can see, it's like the lightning is coming out. So whatever's coming up needs to come out. It needs to be purged so that we can lighten up. And you can do that through all types of things. Singing, dancing, writing. You know, it's obviously better to get it out creatively or physically, you know. But it feels very strong, it feels very powerful. And what it's going to do with this releasing is almost like it's a tower moment. It's that bolt of lightning that I let this go, and then you see things change in your reality, which is obviously the base chakra. So that's bottom of the deck. And again, on here we've got transformation. So that's what happens when we release. We can't, whenever we let go of situations, places, things, patterns, mindsets, we can never go back unless we carry on repeating the same. But it's a form of transformation. It tells you to surrender to the transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And you see the butterflies around her head. She's really excited. And these butterflies are like this becoming lighter. So what fell out? We've got fairy spotting and we've got grateful, which is beautiful. And again, like her head's up. I keep being told, look up, look up. Her head's up. And she's staring at the butterfly. She's being grateful for, you know, it's that gratitude for what I have, rather than that, oh, I wish I had, or oh, things would be better if. It's that I'm grateful and I have gratitude in my heart, which is Queen of Cups. She's grateful. Is there a butterfly in there? No. But yeah, she's grateful for what it is. That's why she's sitting pretty. She's grateful for what it is that she's got in her life. She doesn't chase. She creates. It comes to her. She doesn't go out running after it. But it's because she's sitting in a space of being grateful for all the blessings that she's got in her life. Just checking on the candles. I've lit loads of candles for Steve and wanna. So let's get a little bit more on this King of Wands. So we've got King of Wands, fairy spotting, go outside, release, and that is that healing, that is releasing. Grateful, and yeah, let's see what else we get. I thought I'd do a live rather than pre-record. So we've actually got the 8 of Cups, which is moving on. She's jumped on 8 of Cups is always, if I'm not satisfied with whatever it is, I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and I'm going to move forward. 8 of Cups is moving forward. And then we've got the priest. So the priest, I mean, he sits and wears a mask, but his eyes are open. He's sitting on knowledge. It could be a spiritual lesson. It could be talking about finding, going into meditation, seeking out spiritual insights. That's what he's doing. He's got his ball in his hand, but his eyes are wide open. He's looking, he's learning. It's about learning, teaching, becoming a teacher. It's sort of like a spiritual lesson. But 8 of Cups is moving forward. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean actually moving, but emotionally. Once we've gone through this healing of the 4 of Cups, you know, when we've healed, we've taken time out, then we move on. 8 of Cups is saying goodbye to anything that no longer serves me. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So like I said, it's this release. Where's it gone? This release, this lightning that strikes, is because we're releasing, and when we release anything, whether it be inside or outside, it creates a tower moment. Now, this is destruction, but it might look like, you know, everything's falling apart, but actually what it's doing is that it is destructing, coming down to root level, coming down to the ground again, so that we can start building on stronger foundations, whether that be inside or outside. And again, that's the 8 of Cups. That's like, you know, I'm not satisfied. The Queen of Cups wouldn't sit in any situation that wasn't serving her, or, you know, she will 8 of Cups, jump on that dragonfly and go, I'm moving on. And that can create, that's what happens when we release, that can create a tower moment. Because when we change something within ourselves, it has a rippling effect that actually goes out. So when we decide, you know, my beliefs of yesterday aren't serving, you know, my future or higher self, that will create a tower moment. Because, like I said, fairy spotting, it's not seeing is believing, it's believing and then we see it. That's what that means. So let's keep going. So it's a spiritual kind of lesson, but it's also about meditating, seeking out higher knowledge, is what I want to say. This landed on the 8 of Cups, so this is the Knave of Pentacles. So this is a brand new beginning, and obviously with the new moon that we've just had, the Knave of Pentacles is like the child, the beginning of. But Pentacles is often sometimes a gift that we get given, maybe either healing or creative or something that we can use in this 3D to create foundations for a new beginning. It's definitely a new beginning, and it's often a gift. It can come in the form of an actual pentacle, an actual money, but it's normally she's eating fruit, but it's childlike, so it's like it's the birth of a new beginning. That fell out on the 8 of Cups, so that's I'm done. I've had enough. I'm 8 of Cupsing this. I'm moving forward. We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck as well. So there was a choice, or there is a choice to be made. But the Lovers is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I mean, look how they're entwined. It's like they fit each other. And when we work on the divine masculine and divine feminine within ourselves, then that's what it looks like within us. That is unity within us. And then we could also have a counterpart that could come in to match that, really. They've both got apples, but it's definitely, it can represent a choice. But it's contentment, it's unity, whether that be inside or out. And that's what, you know, there's a hell of a lot of divide that is, you know, we're being bombarded by it, and we need to unify. 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords can represent, it's in the mind space. When we think of swords, it's always mind space energy. And she's got a lot of thorns round her. So the 7 of Swords can represent, it's this like trying to decipher what's real, trying to decipher the truth between the lies. She's siphoning the water. So this is emotions, but this could be her thoughts turning into emotions. She's trying to decipher what she can trust, I think, because the 7 of Swords also can be manipulation. So there could be some 7 of, or you may have moved away from anything. I mean, I do feel if there's anything around you that you don't trust, then if you're indecisive about something, then it's definitely a fucking no for me. It's like, you know, what we should never need to waste our time or energy trying to decide whether something is trustworthy or not. If we're indecisive about it, then it's not. You know, we should be at that, and this is what the priest is. He's at that level of being able to see through the masks. Even though he's wearing one, he can see, and it's learning this ability. So that could be the test, is learning this ability to be able to decipher, be able to feel out. You know, 7 of Swords can represent manipulation as well. So being able to either see where we are like that within ourselves, and a lot of the times they are taught patterns, or being able to siphon out what around me is manipulating. 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck represents like this withholding. It can be withholding of money, withholding of energy, withholding of emotions. But it's, I've not quite got enough to give out just at this moment. I'm keeping a lot to myself. And, you know, that would actually coincide with this healing that's going on. If there has been 7 of Swords around, then that's you know, there's this need to 8 of Cups it off and 2, take some time out to heal from this. So this 4 of Pentacles is a withdrawal of maybe financial, emotional, you know, it's like I just don't have enough to actually give out at the moment. And then we've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, which is divine masculine. He's the, you know, the counterpart. He's the protector. He's the father figure, the grandfather, you know what I mean? He's divine masculine. I'm the protector, but I'm grounded. I've I've built kingdoms. I'm in charge of... right, I'm going to get the... Are these the ones I was going to... Yeah, I was going to get these out. So I made these cards. And I was going to give these a go. I don't want to go on for too long, but I just want to see what we get. I put them into the right size because I couldn't shuffle them before. And some of them I've written a poem on the back. My leg's going dead. Her eyes are closed. Right, so here we have again, it's this, I mean, she's just this symbol. It's divine, feminine, beauty, and she's young looking, but her eyes are closed. She's going within, she's having a rest. It's in the heart space as well. So it's like if you have spent a lot of time giving out, it's time to withdraw. It's time to shut your eyes. It's time to open up this one. Slow connection. It's time to open up this one. It is the Four of Swords. So shut my eyes and just rest for a while. I love her. She's beautiful. Let me see if I can get anything else from here. So she's got a lot of... She's got her crown on. So, you know, she's activated in the head space. And there's a lot of water. That she's not crying, but she is just taking some time out to rest, to sleep. She's working on her third eye activation. You know, that is that fairy spotting. That is I believe it, therefore I see it. So she's working inwardly to activate that third eye chakra, so that, you know, then when she does, you know, heal or open her eyes or whatever, the reality in front of her is going to be what she's manifested in her sleep by believing in it, believing in herself. Where should we go now? See, see what the fairy oracle has to say. So I'll post this, it might take God knows how long to upload, but I will post it on the, I thought it was important to go live. So solace, again, it reminds me of my fairy tree. I love it. Return to nature, tree wisdom, natural remedies and flower essence. Look at her. It's the same, whereas it go outside, but it's about going in. It's about healing. It's about let's not get distracted by the whole, you know, new year, new me, blah, blah, blah. It's about going in, feeling it out. Solace, finding some peace in your space, getting rid of whatever is distracting, whatever is keeping you up at night. That's quite a beautiful card, solace. It does remind me so much of my tree down in the woods. And we've got golden gift, magical help is on its way. Now this is like the Knave of Pentacles. This is the gift that comes when we've done the work. Is there, let me have a proper look at this. So yeah, she's, again, her head's up. It's like a lot of these are all head up, keep looking up. But there is something that is going to be activated during this inward journey that we're being asked to take, this healing period, working on the third eye. It's a golden gift that is coming through that we're going to be able to use. Number 6 as well. So 6, it's 24, but 6, it's about, you know, it is that seeing is believing, fairy spotting activation. Well, not necessarily, I'm not saying like we're all going to start seeing fairies, but the opportunity to be able to open the third eye is available to us now by believing it, believing that we have these golden gifts to use them in this. And then we've got stardust, premonitions, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. So of course, you know, new moon yesterday, it's the beginning of a new cycle. But galactic help. I'm going to go to my labyrinth cards, and obviously sometimes I have to read them, but I am getting there. They're so in-depth, but we are getting there with them. I've got cramp. It's a bit odd. Maybe I need to move. Bit of releasing. Bit of dancing maybe later. That fell out really quick. The lemon. This is, I think this is that shadow work. Let's keep going. Let's give him a little bit more of a shuffle. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a message from the ravens. I think I'll have a cup of coffee. I haven't eaten today. No appetite. This fell out on the 8 of Cups and the Knave of Pentacles. She of the Crutch. And I don't think I've pronounced that properly, but it's a 5, which is change. So that was 8 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Singer of Transformation at the bottom of the deck. So let's have a look at this. I can't pronounce them. I don't know why they've made them so complicated. It sounds like a foreign language, which is a bit annoying. But it's number 30, and it is Lamont, unconditional giving and unconditional receiving. There she is. See, she's sitting on that head, but she's definitely moving. She's turned her back on something, maybe because it wasn't unconditional, maybe it was 7 of Cups, maybe it was, you know, if you are stuck or blocked in a situation and the alarm turns up in the reading, you probably need to stop focusing on what you are trying to accomplish and simply give to others freely, generously and unconditionally. Try a few random acts of kindness, unconditionally given, of course. Go do some volunteer work somewhere, mow your elderly neighbour's lawn, or take homemade soup or flowers from your garden to someone you know who is ill. Give some help to a co-worker just because they need it. Give to a needy stranger, whether you think he deserves it. Take flowers into hospital. Give them to a stranger at random, or give them to a nurse. Give a bit more than you think you can afford. So emptying your wallet or purse of all your cash for a beggar, and it will fill up again much faster than you expect. So it's when you feel a bit stuck, that it's you know, release. That's nice. But that could be in that solace time, you know. Unconditional giving without having any, you know, expectations or manipulation behind your unconditional giving. And number 5, like I say, it's the She of the Crouch. The receptive principle, nurturing and fertility. She of the crouch may indicate a form of pregnancy, a necessary time of nurturing and development. So it is the Four of Swords. It's going within. It's the solace. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. So that's that gratitude as well. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. And then number 11. Look at that. I mean, that's King of Wands energy. It's fire energy. Let's have a look. The Singer of Transfiguration. It's Metamorphosis. Jackpot. This card in a reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted. Oh. A new way of life has been accepted and integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has all been worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy, and is both a reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb up the path. So I'm going to close there. We've got the Ra at the bottom of the bottom of the cards. Cage, where did that come from? The Ra is like raw energy. I don't even have to really describe that. It's just that. But it does come with, you know. Let's get the healing out of the way first, shall we? I'm going to close with a rose, which I've stuck a little love heart on. We are stardust. I love that song. Million-year-old carbon. We are born in the devil's garden, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Love that song. Close with a rose. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms at the bottom of the deck. So again, that's about nurturing, taking care of oneself, you know, having a little rest, solace. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I'm just holding, you know, keeping some stuff to myself right now. I'm sifting through things. I'm going through a transformation. And the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness and tenderness. And look, she's holding that baby, which is our inner child. Like I said, with this Capricorn, is bringing stuff up to the surface for healing. It's a happy new day, whatever you want to call it. And I love you lots.